Seems reasonable. Swamp. Alright. Let's start here. Second swamp. Second swamp do nothing. That is what I'd like to see. Alright. Do you want to hold Make to Spear for turn 3? Interesting. What is turn 3 for them? Liliana or, I guess we do, actually. Alright. That's fine. Let's play you out. Xander's Lounge will have to come down a different turn. Third land, now what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and counter that. It's nicer than paying the discard cost for it later. Do we want to slam Wedding Announcement? I'm pretty okay with that. Get that cooking. Got a couple turns to where we're really safe with Zur, but we can go Zur, hold Fading Hope. It's going to feel good. Opponent does nothing. Alright, so they have removal. Interestingly enough, we actually can drop Zur here and defend it. Can we? No, because we, this one does not help. Red and green does not help here. Okay. So if that's the case, let's just get another tap land down and, do nothing. Pop them for 1. I don't know if there's any stick there. What does that mean? Their hand is entirely lands and Invoked Despair? I think we're going to see an Invoked Despair right here. I don't know if there's any stick at all on that turn. They're thinking about counter magic. Little do they know, we do not have another Make to Spear. Underdog. Hasty Underdog. Interesting. What is their hand right now? I think we saved the Vortex for a threat we actually have to deal with. We eat 3. It's fine. Down to 17. Okay, resolve. They get a card. I don't know what they're looking for, but... Now, we can't cycle the lounge here. I'm okay with that. More lands, fine. Alright. So this turn we can drop Zur. We don't have to, though. I kind of like the idea of just continuing to draw instead. Okay. When it drops to 15, end here. Double triggers, draw 2 more cards. Not too shabby. Okay. And we flip one of these guys. I'm still waiting for the Invoked Despairs. I think they might be playing around more counter magic. I think that's what's happening here. I think they hoped we would counter this, or struggle to deal with it. Alright, we finally see it. We do not have the counterspell. We can pretend to think about it for a little bit, but we do not have it. Drop off one of the creatures. I think we'd rather keep the draw going over the pump, so let's drop you off. I think they're going to have a lot of Invoked Despairs. That's my guess as to what's going on here. Concealing Curtains. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we're going to level up next turn. We can just drop all our goodies before then, I suppose. Alright. We don't have the untapped land to protect Zur, which I don't love. But they're going to choose a non-land card anyway. Let's go and attack first. Just in case they don't want to block. Alright, that's fine. Let's drop Zur. And we'll drop you. And I guess that's it. We could have balanced the curtains last time, make them use all their mana to replay it. But if they curtains and take, you know, one of our cards here, it's not the end of the world. They meat hook for 4. Alright, that's actually not bad at all. Because we can protect the schemer. So let's go ahead and do that. That's about the best outcome we could have hoped for. Cut down deals with the curtain very efficiently. Yeah, that's fine. Forgot they swept their own curtain up. Unnecessary. Maybe it'll help with the next creature. Alright, Zur comes down. We have no more protection for it. I don't know how many meat hooks they have. They could have more meat hooks too. That could also explain their behavior. I think I'd rather take a draw here than power up the Wedding Announcement this turn. Keep digging through the deck. Don't need all these lands, though. Okay. I won't be surprised if they play another Meathook Massacre. Just their slow start. It's really weird. Nothing on turn 4, right? Nothing at all on turn 4, I don't think. Alright, the grass there. We don't have an answer. They have 5 mana left. And they drop a regular underdog. 3 mana left, they drop another underdog. Okay. Interesting. We're probably going to Vortex 1 and cut down the other one. How much mana does that leave? Not enough. I guess that's fine. All right, chip away at them. All right, we'd like to cycle some of these away soon. Have a ton of land at this point. Sorin. Yeah, we're going to need to cycle into some answers soon. They minus here. And they play a sleeper, which can power up to become a 2/2 this turn. That ain't it. Start with a cycle. That's interesting. I don't hate that. I can live with that. No attacks. All right, I think we end here. I think we hope to cycle both these and hit removal for the flyer. The question is, do we tack down Sorin? No attacks here. Or do we go face and get the massive draw off the Sphinx? It might just be go face. I'm just going to get some options to draw here too. They can level up the sweeper twice. Another land. Could play the underdog just for the draw as well. Take a plus. Take another underdog to the hand. It's underdog tribal here. Okay. Are they going to draw? They level up the sweeper to draw. They still have 4 mana. They could, Yep. All right. They're pretty much out of mana. Minus a cut down, potentially. They don't have enough mana to deal with the Sphinx. All right, we're doing it the hard way. Let's start with a draw here. That's not it. This is a cheaper draw. All right, give me an answer to the token. Come on. Fading Hope. Answer to the token acquired. Then the question again is, do you go after Sorin or just go after the life total? We almost have lethal. Binding is very good. I'm kind of tempted to just go face then. I think it's just you for now. Oh, the opponent gets to split the piles. Interesting. Opponent separates into 2 piles. Well, hopefully we get something juicy off of this. A binding would be great. Binding or Zur? Or binding a wedding announcement. I think we'll take this pile for sure. So we binding Sorin now before they can plus. Guess they can draw off the sleeper as well. Pretty safe to play you out. I think we binding Sorin now before they can plus. All right, pretty good. Even if they -4 Massacre, or -6 Massacre, could drop Zur and throw the binding in there. All right, opponent took their full rope timer there. Salty rope. I will edit that for your viewing pleasure. Just waited for like 2 minutes straight or something. I don't know what the max rope timer is to go through all of them, but he used them all. Okay, opponent is done roping us out. Good game. I thought it was a good game up to that point. I had fun. I don't know. All right, definitely keepable. Gruel. Start on Fiend's Tower. Gives us blue for Fading Hope next turn. Kessig Naturalist Wolves. Okay. What do we need to... We need red and green here. Okay. Binding is available now. Flip to Nightside. Maybe should have bounced something on our turn. Stormseeker. Well, yeah, we could bind the Stormseeker, I guess. Alright. You're gone before combat. Whack us for 3. Do they have play with fire for 1? Looks like stick. Nope, nothing. Okay. Continuing to progress here. We should have all our colors at this point. If anything, we need more blue, I suppose. Play this out. And we'll end here. Potentially Fading Hope. 2 attackers. Okay. So they don't have another hasty threat. Yeah, I can bounce this. We don't have to. Let's not give them the mana in case they're stuck and they want to play a 4-drop. I don't think we need another one of you right now. Alright, they have the 4th land anyway. Let's see if they double spell. They do not. Alright, Counter Magic's not terrible, but don't need that right now. We don't have the untapped land for Zur. I think we still drop Zur this turn. I think all these colors are just fine. Alright, let's see if they have double Lightning Strike for Zur or not. They're eyeing it. Potentially they do. Definitely no blocks here. You're going to have a lot of mana. But let's force them to have 2 removal spells in hand to make this work. Another land. 6 mana available. Tovolar's Huntmaster. Goodness gracious. Okay. Well. Pretty safely start here. Double spelling isn't bad this turn. Can turn on the wedding announcement. No attacks. Flip back to Dayside, finally. Next turn, we can try to power up the bindings. Now that these guys are 2/2s instead of 3/3s. Give him back the Stormseeker instead of the Tovolar. Howlin' Piper, okay. Backup Zur. We really don't want to give him back the Tovolar. Let's start with you. I think we just get in with 1. See if we want to trade off some things. Take it all. Wow, that's huge for us. Okay. We can power up the binding on their turn. I think I like that even better than Fable here. We also get to hold Make to Spear. Flip to Nightside, though. Always fun. Creature card into hand. Well, we are going to have Make to Spear ready. They grab another Huntmaster. They might have to sacrifice the Ulvenwald. And we're happy to block with the Schemer. Because we have backup anyway. Okay, they play out a land. They attempt you. It's just that one spell that can't be countered. Counter the Tovolar. They attack with the 5/5. I don't think we block at all here. We really don't need to. Let's take it all. Fine with that decision. Untapped land. Interesting. Drop a Fable here. Powering up Wedding Announcement is interesting. Makes everyone bigger, though. I'm almost fine to power up the Fable. But we're doing just fine so far. Let's toss the 6/6 in there. Take the double blocks. Okay. Up to 21. They get back the Charger. That's fine. Flip everyone. Can we have easy blocks because we can just power up the Leyline Binding to block. If we're willing to risk a Lightning Strike blowout. Drop a Cemetery Prowler. Okay. Sure. Exile their own Naturalist to make creatures cheaper. They give you haste. Okay. They want to attack with a 5/4. And we're not really worried about blocking. Could probably double block this. They want a lightning strike there, that's fine. We like to get into a position where we can turn on the other binding and bash through. That's totally fine with us. Okay, down to 18. Another Prowler. Okay, fine. Well, let's probably power up the big boy, I suppose. I think that's fine for now. Let's drop off both these guys. Okay. Probably want to cycle one of these. Fading Hope. Interesting. Alright, I don't think we're doing that this turn. Drop a Fable. Get in there for 2 pretty safely. Okay, opponent drops to 11. Okay, creature from hand onto the battlefield. It's another Stormseeker. I can make one of the Prowlers pretty big. Okay, it's a 5/4, but it doesn't get through the 7/7 hexproof. Flip to Nightside, though. Fun, okay. Another Stormseeker. Interesting. I think we like both these cards. Smith 0. Alright. Opponent needs to end the game soon. If we double spell, we flip everyone back, which isn't awful. I think that's actually fine here. Just take the most expensive card, perhaps. Alright, back to Dayside. And next turn we can use the Kiki-Jiki to copy the Sphinx and get in there for lethal. Scoop. I think I definitely had some misplays in there, but this deck is strong. Alright, we can definitely keep this. Not a lot of domain love in our domain deck. Start here, get our blue source open for Rona's Vortex. Okay, opponent on Grixis Vampire / Grixis Value, Grixis Control, all that's jazz. We're going to want red eventually. It's fine. Hold the Vortex. I don't know if we really want to bounce this thing. Given the next Blood Token isn't great, because then they have a clean answer to Zur. So I think we just eat 3 here, sadly. Down to 17. What else you got? That's it. Alright. Well, seems like they have removal. Fortunately, we're taking a little bit of pain this turn. That's fine. Drop a Fable. I expect it to be removed. The token, at least. But that's quite alright. Ah, make disappear instead. Alright. Countered it is. No problem. We would like the second Fable to stick. Okay. Rafine's Tower. Interesting. White is in here too. And they hit their Fable first on the play. That's not so great. Companion. Alright, I think we're going Fable Vortex this turn. It's fine with me. Vortex the token. I think that's important. I think that's worth it. Let's make sure we have blue open. We do. Eat a little bit of damage here. And let's bounce this guy. Alright, token's gone. Opponent is the first to Fable, though. It's a big swing. Let's see what kind of answers they can come up with. Massacre down, land down. Okay. 5th land. They could go right into Invoke Despair. That'd be sad. All right. All the tokens are dead. We're down to 9, though. We'd like to hit an untapped land into Zur. That would be quite attractive. I think that's worth it. Pretty low probability. I think it's okay, though. Cut down. That's pretty nice. Okay. Ooh, we don't have enough black for all that, I guess? No, we should be able to. No, we don't. Okay. Well, let's drop Zur number 1. Play out a tap land. And it's fine if this one gets removed because we have the backup ready to go. We have to answer Kiki Chiki this coming turn, though. Okay. The game is not over yet. We can cut down the Kiki Jiki, which is important, and drop the companion. Why are they holding open this much mana? Are they going to counter something? I guess we'd rather them counter things on their turn. We have 2 mana to pay for Make Disappear. Maybe we drop the companion first. There is some stick here. Alright. I think they have a counter spell. Let's make them use their magic on their mana on their turn. Ooh, a little counter for counter action. Okay. That's starting to feel pretty good. We give him the copy if we do that. Is that okay? No, not really. Alright, we actually have to do this now. Because we can't give him the ability to copy the Harvester and pick off our own Kiki Jiki. So this has to happen now. They'll let it go through. Okay. Sweet. Alright. And I don't think we're attacking. Because we've already passed the combat stage. Let's see. Yeah, no attacks here. We're just hanging back. Happy to block. Opponent has hit a lot of land. Potentially has flooded out. So we do have 1 Make Disappear open. Alright. Well. Sure. We can upgrade the companion to a 2/2, I suppose, is what we would have done next. Whew. Cool. This is probably a mulligan. Too much land or land equivalent. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Can probably pass one of these lands off. Alright, I think these should give us most recalls. Drop off Rafine's Tower. Alright, so we can try to keep this. Let's put back you. And start on one of our tap lands here. Kept the swamp, so we can go turn 3-0 if we want to. Or Wedding Announcement. Mountain. Humano. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Drop you. Set up for turn 3 Wedding Announcement. Most likely. See if our lifelinky turnaround on turn 5 or so can get us back into this game. Alright. Cruel Aggro. Rabbit Battery. Okay. Hasty 2/2. Is that all? Nope. Another Kumano comes down. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think we want to get the... Zur is not bad, even. Blocks really well for a little while. We don't really want to expose it to removal, though. I think we'll go Wedding Announcement instead. Kumano triggers. Get a 2/2. I don't really want to block with Zur and then have them play with fire or lightning strike it. Probably gonna have to anyway, though. Alright, let's take this block. That's fine. Save as much damage as we can early. Alright, well, we're definitely deploying Zur this turn. Okay. Alright, hold on to your butts. Let's see if we can survive one more turn. Get the lifelink from the Zur going. 4th land. How aggressive can they be? Uh-oh. Lightning strike number 1. And lightning strike number 2. Well, that's probably game right there. Take 1 block there. Eat a whole bunch of damage to the face. Down to 5. Leyline Binding, super cheap. But not quite. Well, we got another blocker off you. Okay. Fine. Just have to play the binding before combat. With the night side, that's fine. Raiju. All right, that's probably game. I don't think we can deal with everything at once. Take a whole bunch of damage. Block the Raiju. Take 6+, blah, 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 to the face. Okay. Nice. Welcome to the post-game deck tech. 5-color WUBRG control is actually very good, mostly because Leyline Binding is essentially busted, usually being a 1-mana remove any card on the battlefield spell when you run this many tri-lands, or at least a significant quantity of them. As is well known by this point, Xur plus Leyline Binding is also extremely strong. You can power it up, becomes a 6/6 attack with lifelink and death touch and hexproof, all that jazz. I also think the Sphinx is a great card in a domain deck. Excellent finisher. 5 mana, 5/5, flying, ward 2. Attack the opponent, draw between 2 and 3 cards usually. That should be about enough to close out the game. The only color that didn't make it in the deck, initially did, but I had to cut it later, was green in the form of Herd Migration. Red is in here in the form of Fable, which is obviously an extremely strong card. All 3 steps of this card are just so good and basically all need answers immediately. So running 3 Fables fits in naturally, but Herd Migration, I started out with it in it and I've fallen off Herd Migration. I was really excited about it when it first came out. I think it's decent on turn 2. Gain 3 life, hit your land drop, stabilize a little against aggro. Seems okay. I think it's pretty great on turn 7. Make a bunch of 3/3s, can stabilize the board and turn the corner on an opponent. But turns 3 through 6, man, it just does nothing. It's just not powerful enough to compete with everything that everyone else is doing on turns 3 through 6. So I'm off it, sadly. Kami War. Not playing this card. I think it's cute, but 6 mana to remove a single threat when Leyline Binding as 1. It's just way too expensive for what it does. Yes, you get the other phases, but I look at this as 6 mana, try to kill one thing when you have so many other great options that are cheaper to do the same thing. Not good enough. Fun, but not good enough. Rest of the deck, we have a ton of things that are 1 mana or effectively 1 mana because your curving out process is fairly inefficient, right? You're going to run a ton of tap lands that come down, so it's nice to have these cheap things that fill in the curve quite easily, including Rona's Vortex, which I like a lot. 1 mana bounce target, or maybe later in the game, serves in the 4-drop slot to just take out a threat, completely put it on the bottom of the deck. That's pretty much it. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.